All right then. So we got a good tune here. This was the song I was going to work on this month and have out for today. And then, as we all know, Queen Elizabeth died, and I believe this song may have had some connection to her inspiration. But I'm not going to look that up. That may actually be researchable, but it involves the Stones, so who really cares? Not in a bad way, just whatever. You'll all know the song. It doesn't really matter whether it was written specifically for her. But I did find it serendipitous that I had been working on it and that this occurred. And I was going to do it like right on the day she was buried, but then I've been playing this one and I think, not a lot of words and stuff. But then I just didn't get around to that. I don't know why. I just didn't feel right then. So we got, and it's She's a Rainbow by the Rolling Stones. Which is odd because I never really, it's like a piano-y song, right? But it actually works pretty well on the acoustic guitar, I think. And this is another one I kind of got my own arrangement. Like I kind of doesn't have anything to do with their. In fact, I've been playing the song and I haven't really ever listened or played my guitar with them. And I'm playing it in A, and it's actually in F, like with the B flat and E flat on their album. Or you can put the capo on the first fret, and then you can. And the key to that, Glenn Campbell was big on this. See, playing F is a tough chord to play for a song, especially you have to. So you put the capo there, which the capo essentially is your finger, this finger. Like, for instance, the E, you're actually making that with this thing is your finger. So you put the capo, and then you can play. You put a capo here, and then you play just regular A E, and it's still in F. So anyway, and as far as the whole royal thing, never really cared. I'm half Irish, half English, so there is some actual heritage there or something. As in some people will only go to a British pub in Florida and stuff, because they have a lot of them. Really get into it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, they never. It's I'm only. And I've never really given a shit. And you wonder... And the royalty is a fascinating thing because most of us Americans are like, what the fuck? But then you see them and you're like, oh, they seem down-to-earth people. They do a lot of good. And you're like, okay, they seem like decent people. Then you're always like, why do they think that they need them? And I think my thought on that, without deeply thinking about it, but thinking about it, I watched a lot of that funeral because it was just interesting to see London, just see all the sights, and really look at how shit. I'm sitting there looking and really analyzing. The people watching was interesting, and the pageantry is something. I think what the monarchy represents at this point, maybe not now that they got the new guy in there, but civility. You're like, why are they all this pageantry? And then you're like, you know what? It just kind of indicates that we're willing to all agree to follow rules for a couple days or something, It's kind of... And Queen Elizabeth herself, is outside of whether there should be a queen or what the monarchy represents, all that colonialism shit, nah. She herself conducted herself 70 years where every time she did something, a lot of people were watching. And she never whined, complained, or fucked up, really, Really. I mean, just, leaning towards being conservative in her actions a lot of times, but just never said anything stupid. Whereas you got that spoiled, entitled fucking grifter who married the little redheaded boy, and what a fucking loser he turned out to be. I mean, he faced bullets in fucking Afghanistan. He looks like he's a decent kid. I don't mean to totally the fact that he got hoodwinked by this and caught up in all this woke shit is distressing. You know, because she's a grifter. You know, that's just all there is to it. Just like the Obamas, grifters, and yes, whatever common theme you want to see there. They've taken advantage of their position in the social climate to not really add or do anything and just really promote racism and just enrich themselves. Because there's an element in society who just wants people to pay, and I don't mean just with money. But anyway, back to Queen Elizabeth. She just handled herself so well, and as far as her, and we'll never see nothing like that again, you know. And like reigning 70 years and just handling herself exemplarily the whole time. So she deserves a tip of the cap. And time to give Ireland back to the Irish. So this is for Queen Elizabeth. And me. And you. All of us, really. What song was I going to do? Oh, yeah. She's a Rainbow. And, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that. We won't speak any further. How do I start that one? Oh, yeah. She comes. See, this is the toughest part. So I think I'm doing it in A, maybe D. A, E, and D are the chords I'm using as opposed to F, B flat, and E flat. But so I'm gonna come in cold, you know, as in singing and hitting a chord. And this is where you have to be in key. And this is a tough one for me. So maybe it is D, because D is a little higher and I have a little tough. Like when I do Tiki Torches at Twilight on my ook, it comes in on the F, you know, and I'm like, Tiki Torches at Twilight. Tiki Torches at Twilight. You got to come in. I do that one on the ook, and I got it down. Like, I kind of know where the F is. It's a higher chord for me. But this one I have trouble with. And the other area I have a little trouble with is when you're doing the chorus. You know, she comes in colors everywhere. Have you seen a lady? That's a tough one. Because technically what they would do there is, have you seen a lady fair? You got to find a way around that when you have a voice like me. So, you know, when I change into that one, I think I got it all right. But I clearly lower down. You know, I'm singing the first part of the chorus, and then I hit that, and I think I flattened it out nicely. You can be the judge. I was going to talk about that after, but I just talked about it. So, but because coming in, this is a tough one though, because I just haven't. After a month, I still don't know that I can consistently come in on this. So, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air, oh everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her dressed in blue? Seen the sky in front of you? Face is like a sail, specks of white so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air, oh everywhere. She comes in colors. Seen her all in gold, like a queen in days of old. She shoots colors all around, like a sunset going down. Have you seen a lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air. She Feedback!